health is such an important piece of the puzzle when you are working on your thyroid health, even your hormone health. We really need to make sure that we are addressing our liver health. I feel like this is an area that does get overlooked quite a bit. I'll explain to you a little bit about what the connection is to our thyroid and hormone health when we're talking about the liver. And then I'm going to give you some suggestions as well on things that you can do. Some of the things you might have heard of, but there's definitely a few things that I'm sure you are unaware of. So I'm going to share all of this with you as well. So first and foremost, why the heck is the liver even important? Why do we even need to worry about our liver health when we are thinking about our thyroid and our hormone health? So our liver is our filter. Everything, goes through our liver. So if we have heavy metals, if we're, getting rid of mycotoxins, things like that, anything that's in the body that's not essentially supposed to be there, it has to go through the liver because remember, it's our filter. So a lot of these things that are in our body that shouldn't necessarily be there, they can actually cause a lot of thyroid issues. They can reduce conversion from inactive T4 to T3. They can cause a lot of sluggishness of the liver, which will also cause a lot of issues with how we absorb and use our thyroid medication. It can even affect how we make our thyroid hormones. So this is why it's so essential. Another factor to consider is I mentioned that we have inactive T4 that has to get converted over to T3, and T3 is our active thyroid hormone. Most of that conversion actually happens in our liver. Over 60% of that is happening in our liver. So you can see why it's very, very important for us to have really, really good liver health and to make sure that we are working on our liver health. And this is also important for just overall hormone health because like estrogen, for example, it has to go through the liver. We have to break down estrogen once we use it. It's a very powerful hormone. And so if we don't break it down appropriately via the liver to get rid of it, you can recirculate used estrogen, which is not a very good form of estrogen, and it can cause a lot of estrogen dominance, which will also again contribute to underactive thyroid. So very, very important to address this. So what can we do? First and foremost, I always say start with foods. There are a lot of different foods that can really help you with your liver health. Artichokes helps promote bile flow and will essentially in turn support your liver. Beets are really, really good. Beet juice, beetroot, they're all very good at supporting our liver. Things like blueberries, very, very powerful antioxidant, which is very helpful for our liver health. Cilantro is a really, really good herb that can help with removing heavy metals. And so it can help push it through the liver a little bit easier. Turmeric and curcumin, just a great, great anti-inflammatory, but it also helps to flush toxins and again, get them through the liver faster. Cooked cruciferous vegetables, and I want to mention and really, really emphasize, make sure they're cooked. Raw cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and things like that, they can be goitrogenic. They can cause issues with the thyroid. So definitely make sure that they're cooked. But cooked cruciferous vegetables are very, very good at lowering inflammation, and they can actually help push the estrogen into that better pathway for detoxification and support our estrogen metabolism to actually prevent estrogen dominance. Apples have pectin in them, and pectin can bind to toxins and detoxify the liver, also help support the gut. I love having cooked apples are really, really good. Cook them in a little bit of water and some cinnamon. They're really, really good for our gut and our liver as well. Now, besides foods, what else can we do? I always talk about castor oil packs. That's my favorite when we are thinking about other things besides food for liver health. Queen of the Thrones is my absolute favorite one. I have a link below for you where you can go check it out. They have different sized ones. They have one that is the original one that does go over the liver. They even have a little mini thyroid one, which is really nice if you have a lot of thyroid inflammation or you have Hashimoto's, things like that. I actually wear it a couple times a week. I really like it. You only need to wear it for about an hour. But the castor oil one that goes over the liver is really, really nice. And I recommend to wear that for at least 7 to 8 hours. So you can sleep in it or you can wear it during the day. Eating fiber, make sure you're getting your fiber in. So things like flax, hemp seed, chia seeds, oats, if you tolerate grains. Not everyone tolerates grains, but those are really, really good. And then obviously vegetables as well and fruits. Chlorella It's really good for pushing things through our liver and supporting our liver as well. And dandelion root, they make dandelion root tea. Not everyone likes the taste of it, so they do make dandelion root supplements as well as dandelion root like tinctures, things like that. So that's another way that you can get it in. You know, they do have it in supplement form if you don't like the taste of the tea. It is a little earthy, I'll say, so not everyone likes that. Coffee enemas, I don't suggest doing them without doing your due diligence with researching them. I have a link below actually for my favorite company. It's called Happy Bum. Best name ever for a coffee enema, but theirs is phenomenal because it's a whole kit. Everything's there. They use toxin-free coffee. The whole thing is all there, and it's very, very easy to use actually. And they give really, really good instructions, which I'm really, really adamant about. So I have the link below for that as well for you. Any type of movement, get movement in. So it could be yoga, it could be walking, lifting weights, stretching. I'm not talking about cardio. We're talking about just doing some really working in type of movements. It's very good for our liver health. Getting a massage, really good. Lymphatic massage, even better. Again, drainage funnel. I'm thinking about our drainage funnel and our drainage pathways. It helps with our liver. Sweating. So it could be an infrared sauna or a regular sauna as well. I love to use the sauna. I think it's phenomenal, especially an infrared one. But just sweating in general is great. Dry skin brushing. I love dry skin brushing. This is phenomenal for liver health as well. And then lastly, something that I think gets overlooked a lot that does help with our liver is doing things like tapping and breath work. Tapping is where you tap on certain points. You go through your face and your body and find these different points. I use an app called the Tapping Solution. It's so easy because it tells you exactly what to do, and it's really, really nice to have someone telling you what to do and talk you through it. So I highly suggest that. And then breath work is so easy because you literally, it takes 2 minutes to try to do some type of breathwork exercises. You can go, obviously here on YouTube, there's a lot of different videos on how you can do breathwork, but those are really good for our drainage pathway and our liver health as well. So those are kind of my top suggestions when we were thinking about how do I support my liver? How do I make sure that my liver is actually getting the nutrients and things that it needs as well? Like I said, it's not always just about food. I mean, obviously food can help, but doing these other things, I do a lot of these practices myself, and I can really tell a huge difference with my thyroid health, even my gut health, because all these things actually do help with gut health as well. Again, it's all closely connected. So like I said, let me know if you have questions. I have a couple links below for you as well that you can go take a look at any of these things that I mentioned. And then, like I said, just let me know if there's any questions that you have, and let's definitely start working on our liver health.